Hi guys, Giulia and Felipe here from Eye Movement, and we are here today in our home doing a practice that we love so much in a Sunday morning. It helps us to connect with each other and just like release tension, have a bit of a movement in a recovery day, in a chill day. It's such a great way to start off the day and maybe even finish your day if you like to. So what we are doing today will be more like a full body releasing tension kind of practice, moving nice and slow through the movements, connecting with the breath. I'll be doing a more challenging version of the movements, and Felipe will be doing a modified version of the movements, so you can always check and see which option fits you better, that feels better for your body. We don't want to be pushing too hard. Everything should be nice and slow and feel good for you. Okay, we're gonna start in a child's pose. So go ahead and find your child's pose, bringing your hips towards your heels and reaching with your hands forwards. But for now, we wanna stay with your forehead resting on the ground. Before we get into any kind of movements, here we're gonna take 3 deep breaths. So just conscious breaths into your spine, into your lower back, into your hips. Deep and long ones. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Releasing and relaxing every time you exhale. Arriving to your body a little bit more, letting go of anything else that might come to your mind at this point. Things that doesn't really belong to this moment in space. So let that go, come back to your breath, come back to your body. Just one more. Deep breath in and long breath out. Great. From here, we're going to start with 2-3 reps of spine waves. So go ahead and reach your hands. Now you're a bit more active in child's pose with your head off the ground. We're going to start tilting our pelvis in and tucking your chin into our chest. Lift your hips off the heels and coming forwards. We're going to find our shoulders aligned with the wrists. Then drop our hips down towards the ground and open our chest to gazing forwards. To return, we're going to tuck our chin into our chest, around the upper back, around the whole spine, and return to the child's pose. Let's go again, 2 more reps. Inhale, lifting the hips, surrounding the spine, rolling forwards. Drop the hips down. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Close the eyes if you like. Return. This way you can feel all the movement going through your spine as you go through your spine wave. One more time. Inhale, rounding as you come forwards. Drop the hips down. Activate your glutes here. And return, tucking the chin, rounding the spine, push the ground away. Go back to your child's pose. From this child's pose, we're going to tuck our toes under and get into a downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, we're going to do 3 to 4 breaths. Now, options here, you can keep your knees slightly bending. You can keep your heels slightly off the ground, like Felipe is doing. Or you can also have your heels down if you're already a bit more flexible. You're already used to practicing this kind of movement. Make sure you're pushing the ground away through the hands, but you're soft here. As I said on the beginning of the class, nothing too strong. We don't want to be pulling or pushing too hard. Just lengthening through the hips, through the whole back part of your body. Stay for one more deep breath. Exhale and start to bend the knees and walk your feet towards the hands. Getting to the top of your mat or close to your hands. We want to look halfway up. So extend your legs and bring your hands up to your shin or to your knee. Make sure your spine is flat and the top of the head and the neck is aligned with the rest of the spine. Fold forwards again, softening the knees. And from there, we're gonna step our right leg all the way back. We want to get into a lizard lunge. So you might need to bring your left foot a little bit out to the side. This way your hands will be inside your leg. Here we're gonna move our hips, doing a few circles to one direction. Then change and do a few circles to the opposite direction. Explore the movement that your hips are doing here. Breathe in. Beautiful. Dropping the back knee down to the ground. We're going to shift the weight to the right hand. And your left arm will come all the way up and around and reach back. From here, bending your right knee, grab your right foot. And if you want to, you can sink through your hip. So you're getting your back foot a little bit closer to your glutes as well. Felipe will be there and I'll go into a more advanced version of this stretch. So if you want to try that, you can also have your forearm down to the ground. And just keep breathing and opening your chest, looking to your left side. You might also feel a little bit of a stretch through your left shoulder. If you want to go any deeper here, you can now bring your heel a little bit closer. Feel the stretch through your hip flexor, your thigh. Stay for one more breath. With your next exhale, slowly release that foot and bring both hands back down to the ground. Option now, we're going to a half split, so you can keep your back toes tucked under or untucked. If you want them a little bit easier version of this movement, go tucked under, otherwise untucked. And you're gonna extend your front leg, sending your hips all the way back. If you need to adjust to the position of the hands to do that, no problem. Now see if you can fully extend your left leg, and your chest is also coming down towards the leg or towards the ground. Holding here for another 2 breaths. Deep and long breaths. Feel that stretch through the base or the back of your left leg. Just one more breath here. And slowly return, coming forwards. Once you find that position, you're gonna tuck your back toes under if you're not there yet, and lift your back knee off the ground. Now left foot steps back into a plank position. If you want, you can stay on your hands. Option to go to your forearms and stay lower. Now make sure that your hips are not all the way up. You actually have your shoulders over the elbows and your hips a little bit lower. Tilting your pelvis in, keep pushing the ground away through your elbow for one more breath. Active through your core. With the next exhale, drop the hips down nice and slow. Adjust your position if you need. We're coming to a Sphinx pose. For the Sphinx pose, think more of lengthening the front part of your body instead of pressing your hips down and bending your lower back. So keep your shoulders away from the ears and push the ground away through the elbows and forearms. Deep breath in into your chest. Let the gravity do the work. And if you start feeling your lower back, you can always have a gentle engagement of your glutes. If you're okay here, stay here. If you want a bit more, then you can also extend your arms coming into seal pose. Just make sure you don't shrug, so your shoulders are not coming towards the ears. Keep them back and down. One more breath. And exhale, slowly bring your chest all the way down to the ground, hands underneath the shoulders. We want to push the ground away and come back into a child's pose. In child's pose, reaching your hands all the way forwards. Stay for one deep breath in and a long exhale. Go ahead and tuck your toes under and go back to your downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, same thing. Driving those heels down to the ground if you like and fully extending those legs. Otherwise, you're welcome to keep your knees slightly bending and your heels slightly off the ground. Think of lengthening through the spine and the whole back part of your body. Push the ground through those hands. Stay for one more breath. You can then from here bend the knees and start walking your feet towards the top of the mat or towards the hands. Getting there, we're now going to look halfway up, extending our legs. Slide your hands up towards the knees, flat through your spine. As you fold forwards, you're now going to soft the knees and grab opposite elbows. So hands to opposite elbows. And think of bringing the top of the head towards the ground and move side to side. Gentle movements to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. Find stillness back into this moment and drop your hands down to the ground. We're now going to do the same sequence on the other side, which means you're going to step your left leg all the way back in lizard lunge. So open your right foot a little bit out to the side, have your hand inside that foot. Moving our hips, doing some circles to one side, to the other side. Now you might feel that one side is completely different than the other, and no right or wrong in this, just different. All right, finding stillness here, we're gonna drop our back knee down. Shift your weight towards your left hand. Right arm reach up and around, and you're gonna grab your left foot. You're welcome to stay there if you're ready, comfortable in that position. If you want more, you can go to your forearm. So left forearm on the ground and right hand holding your left foot. Open the chest, gentle twist through your spine, and just focus on your thigh, your hip flexor, bringing your heel a little bit closer if you like. Stay for another 2 breaths. Base shoulders away from the ear instead of doing that shrug. One more breath. And with the exhale, we're going to release that foot and bring both hands back down to the ground. Option now to have your back toes tucked or untucked. Go ahead and extend your front legs, sending your hips all the way back. And you can have your chest closer to your extended leg or just to the ground. Find a way or a version of that movement that works for your body and that actually feels quite good for your body. Stay for one more breath. And let's start to return back forwards. We're now coming to our plank position. So you can start on your hands, or you can also go to your forearms already. Tuck your back toes under, extending your back leg. So knee off the ground. Send your right foot all the way back. If you're here, stay there. If you want to, go to your forearms like we are and hold for another breath. Inhale deep and long. With the exhale, start dropping your hips down, going to that Sphinx pose. Untuck your toes and open the chest. This time it feels a little bit easier, a little bit more soft, less tension into your back. Open the chest, keep those shoulders back and down. You're welcome to stay there. Otherwise, seal pose, extending those arms. Engage your glutes, just gently, nothing too strong. And stay for one more breath. On the exhale, we're gonna slowly drop our chest down to the ground. Have your hands underneath your shoulders and push the ground away, coming into a child's pose. From child's pose, let's get into our downward facing dog again. So tuck your toes under, extend your legs, high hip. From down dog, we're now gonna bring our left knee between our hands in pigeon. So here you want knee in front of you and your back toes are untucked. You can stay on your hands, you can go to your forearms if you like. And you can also move directions. You can go towards the right side. You can go towards the left side. Any of the options, feel free to explore. We're gonna stay here for a few more moments. Maybe drop your forehead over the hands, over your forearms. Depending on how comfortable you are in this pigeon position, you can even reach your hands all the way forwards. So this way, your body weight will do a little pressure over your leg and you might feel the stretch a bit deeper. Close the eyes if you like and just stay with the breath. Think of the breath coming into your glute and the outer part of your leg, of your thigh. Depending on the direction you are, you might feel it in a very different way. Maybe a little bit deeper. Again, no right or wrong, just whatever feels best for your body. All right, get ready to come into our cow pose. So you're gonna bring your hands on the ground and slide the back leg all the way out to the side. This leg will come around and over the base leg. So here we want knee over knee. And we are also going to be holding our feet. If it's hard for you to get into this position, you can lean forwards, bringing your hands, adjust yourself. So you're going to stack one knee over the other. If that doesn't work at all, you can also follow Felipe and hug your knee instead of folding forwards. All right, so choose your variation. Once you're ready, you're gonna lengthen through the spine. If you're hugging the knee, you're gonna stay there. Just thinking of bringing that knee a bit closer to your chest. Otherwise, you're gonna fold forwards and press those knees down towards each other and towards the ground. Relax the head if you are folding forwards and just stay for another 2 breaths. Feel the stretch. Just notice where in my body I'm feeling this pose. No judgments, just observing and breathe into that space. Release tension on the exhale for one more breath. Slowly return and release. We're gonna uncross our legs and extend both legs right in front of us, coming into a L-sit position. Now, if you're sitting more like this, try to use a block. So you can sit over a block, and you can also try shifting your sitting bones back using your hands. Start with the hands right on the side, on each side of the legs, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And we can walk our hands alongside the legs, starting the movement from the hip. So then your belly goes towards the thighs and your chest towards your knees. If you need to stay a bit more upright, stay there, no problem. Think of something pulling you up through the top of your head. So you're lengthening through the spine instead of reaching and rounding. Find your variation again, and once you find, then you can relax the head, dropping the head down, and stay for another 2 breaths. Imagine that breath coming in and going all the way through the spine, towards the base of the spine, and out from the base of the spine, all the way up. Slowly start to release the pose and walk the hands back towards the hips. We're going to cross our legs in front of us, returning to our downward facing dog. So find your way back to down dog. From there, just take one more breath. And go ahead and bring your right knee between your hands now. Pigeon stretch on the other side. Untucking your toes, slide that back leg away, sinking through your hips. Once you find your best position, then you can also go to your forearms. Remember, we have the option to go to the side, to the right side, a bit more over your thigh, over the knee, or over your shin towards the left. Find your variation again and staying there with your conscious breaths. We stay for another long inhale, sending that breath into your right glute, the right outer part of your thigh. Slowly release, hands underneath your shoulders, and push the ground away, bringing the back leg all the way out and around. Again, we want that leg, that knee stack over the base knee. If that's too much for you, go with Felipe and hug the knee. Otherwise, you have holding your feet, lengthen through the spine, breathe in, breathe out, folding forwards. Allow the weight of the body to get you deeper into the stretch. Relax the shoulders if you are folding over those knees. If you're sitting, just get your knee closer to your chest if you can. Let's stay there for another breath. And slowly release the pose, coming back up. This time, instead of L-sit fold, we're going to come into butterfly. So you're having your soles of the feet together with your knees up to the sides. You always have the option to keep your feet a little bit further from your hips. So you can stay here holding onto your feet. You can stay upright. You can fold forwards. And if you want more, you can have your hands underneath your feet. And then you bring your chest down. Or think of bringing your forehead down towards the heels, towards your toes. Drive those knees down to the ground. Stay with the breath. We're coming to our final movement here, so enjoy as much as you can. Releasing tension from the hip on this one, from your groin. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. And start to release. Once you release, we're going to sit in a cross-legged position. We're just going to do a quick neck stretch. So this means your left forearm comes behind you. Opposite hand, we'll grab that hand over here. Pull your head down towards your right shoulder, so away from your left shoulder. And you're gonna move your head down and up. So facing down towards the ground and facing forward, just so you have a feeling of that stretch through the right side of through the left side of your neck, your traps. One more breath. Bring your head back into a neutral position and just go to the opposite side. So now your left forearm behind you and your head is coming towards the left shoulder, away from the right shoulder. You can face forward, face down, like you're saying no with your head. Feel free to hold static in any of the positions if that feels good for you. And just release those hands, bringing your hands over the knees or over your inner thighs if you prefer that. Close the eyes for a moment. And let's finish this practice with 5 deep breaths. Just steady breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. This is when we integrate our practice. Moving is always important, but stillness, resting, consciousness, it's always when we're gonna bring everything together and allow ourselves to really enjoy the after feeling, the afterglow of the practice. Soften your eyes, your ears, your shoulders, your hips, and feel the breath filling up your lungs, expanding your belly, your chest, and softening with the exhale. With your eyes closed, bring the palm of the hands together in front of your chest and just rub your hands until you create some heat in your hand. Here you can then bring your hands over your eyes and slide your hands all the way over the head, through your neck and shoulders, arms, belly, your back, legs, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this practice, a good way to connect with each other, to connect with yourself, and to start a beautiful day, to finish a beautiful day, just feeling a bit more relaxed and soft. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please feel free to go check the other playlists that we have. You can also give us a like. It helps us. It helps to support our channel to grow, and so we can bring these to more people. Thank you for joining and for sharing this moment with us, and we'll see you guys for the next one.